Well, hello, I'm Jay Michaels, WEBE 108 Morning Man, and this is the Tuesday Test Drive. It is the holiday season. We're at our featured dealer of the week, BMW of Bridgeport, and have we got a special vehicle to test drive today. It's the brand new 2016 750i. Now, we're told this vehicle reaches new altitudes in technology, comfort, and performance. We cannot wait to get into this vehicle. So stay with us as we get ready for our Tuesday test drive here at our featured dealer of the week, BMW of Bridgeport.
We're just going to spend a moment or two outside the car. One of the things I want to touch on in the 7 Series in 2016, it is a complete redesign of this offering. Exterior, interior has been totally redesigned. One of the things that's significant are the kidney grills on the front of this car now, in that they're more functional than they've ever been. They're active kidney grills in that these little latches can actually open and close based on the engine temperature, hence provide greater efficiency, lower drag coefficient, reduce emissions. So the kidney grills actually have a much more functional purpose now than they ever have. The lines of the car have changed on the hood and down the side. At night, there's something called carpet lighting. So when you come out of this car and you turn on the lights at night, it'll illuminate lines of light almost like a carpet that looks like wings. And it lights up on both sides of the car. Obviously, we can't show it now, but it really illuminates the car, just gives a sense of motion before you ever get in. I want to take a peek at the inside of the car because, again, the interior has been completely redesigned. And when you look at the material of the seating, you might notice the diamond quilt pattern here. Also, these seats are fully ventilated seats, so you get airflow through them for more comfort as you're driving. They're also massage seats, so you can get full lower and back massage in this car as you're driving. Keeps you more alert and more comfortable. And in the back seat, you'll notice as we open this up as we get in, the amount of room back here is just extraordinary. Again, a complete redesign. You're noticing the quilt pattern. And in some models, you can get the executive package, which actually has an active tablet that comes out in the center console, a tray that will fold out for your personal tablet. You can do a lot of work in the car. There's Wi-Fi in the cars now. And the tablet that comes with BMW has 26 different functions that can be controlled by the passenger, including climate, working the shades on the car, the seat massage, all sorts of different functions that are available to the passenger in the back when they're driving. So the car is just absolutely extraordinary. We're going to go in and drive it now and talk about some of the different design features, including carbon core technology, which is so important. So we're going to discuss that now. We're going to hit the road. This is the best part.
It's got a much lower center of gravity, Jay. And the reason for that is BMW's commitment to what we call carbon core technology. This is a technology that was introduced in the M cars and then later on in the I vehicles, the i8 and the i3. They're electrical and electric and hybrid offerings. And what it does is it reduces the weight of the vehicle. And so in the new 7 Series, a lot of the frame of the top of the vehicle is made of carbon core technology, so there's carbon fiber. And so it reduces the weight, hence the lower center of gravity. The lower body weight increases the efficiency of the car, the fuel economy of the car, but also increases the handling and the dynamic dimensions of the car in terms of the handling. And the 7 Series is the first one to introduce it. So it's amazing technology.
As you say, as a result, you're going to get a better gas mileage,
right,
and better handling on the road, turning curves, and it just overall gives you a better ride and better control. I think.
Exactly. Yeah. And speaking of handling, here's something else that's happened. You and I have talked about driving dynamics before.
Yes.
Where I can change to the sports setting or the comfort setting. In the new 7 Series, it has what's called adaptive drive now. And adaptive drive, the car is actually analyzing and recording your particular driving patterns and will adjust the dynamics accordingly without you having to touch anything.
Wow.
So it knows based on how I drive when I'm going to be in a curve or how I handle the car, and it will move all the suspension and make those adjustments on its own without me having to press any buttons.
This is a V8 engine, right?
Correct. This is the 8-cylinder engine. This car has 445 horsepower, and it's got 480 pounds-feet of torque.
Wow.
So This car can go from 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds.
Wow. I feel like we're driving on glass or velvet. It's so smooth. It's just a beautiful ride.
Yeah, and one of the things that contributes to that is now that the transmission in the new 7 Series, believe it or not, is integrated with the navigation system.
It is.
So I don't know if you've noticed or not, but you can barely notice any shifting in this engine as we change speeds. And
definitely. Haven't noticed a thing. It's just one way at this point.
And so when I launch navigation, I have an active destination.
Right.
It can anticipate the turns that are coming and when I'm going to be braking, and it can prepare the transmission to respond to that as we approach.
Wow. We're coming to the point in our test drive, seems like we always get to the navigation system, and we discuss all the features, and this is also has seen a step up from some of the other cars we have driven.
Right. One of the things that's changed in this, if you recall last time when we were talking about the voice commands, we had to be very specific with them in terms of what I see on the screen. I had to say verbatim, but now, much like the Siri function on the phone, it's become just intuitive speech and interface with the car. So I can just press it, for example, and ask a question like, where's the closest gas station? I don't have to first work through points of interest and then go to that. So, where's the closest gas station?
BP, Shelton, Old Stratford Road 18.
Let's talk about some of the gesture technology, because everything today is, as you know, is sort of sensor oriented. The Fitbit's all about that. So everybody's going to motion technology, and BMW's on board with that as well. So for example, if I turn on the radio right here, I can use my hand. Now obviously I have volume control on the steering wheel, so I can do that. But I can just come up here and just sort of spin my finger, and I can increase it right there.
Now, as far as the 750i is concerned, you do have some in stock right now, don't you?
Yeah, we have 6 of them in right now.
6.
And again, the market is responding to these. We're starting to deliver them on a more regular basis.
Let's talk about, again, we talked about this earlier about the service, how BMW has such a great service package for cars leased and purchased that basically you're maintenance free for 50,000 miles.
That's correct. For the original warranty period, all maintenance for BMWs is included. In fact, it even has a function called teleservice. The computers in these cars now send signals to the service departments that the maintenance is due. And so they know it, and they will call you as the customer and say your vehicle's due for maintenance. So this car is really a leader in the segment in this market right now with this complete redesign. It's taken luxury to a level that no other car has. It has 17 unique functions that other luxury vehicles in this price point do not have, including the gestures and things like that.
Yeah.
I would encourage people, obviously, to come in and drive them, but before they do that, there are some wonderful videos on YouTube.
Right.
Go to YouTube and type in 2016 BMW 7 Series, and you will be able to get a chance to look at the ambient lighting and get some of the other functions of the car before you come in. It's hard to really see all that during the day, but you really get a good sense of it on some of these videos.
How do we contact BMW of Bridgeport? What are the easy ways to do that?
Well, probably the best way is just call, but go onto the site. www.bmwofbridgeport.com.
Okay.
And it's all there, and there's some great videos of the new 7 Series on there. But you have to get in this car.
Yeah, you really
got
do.
to drive it.
You really
It is
do.
unlike anything I've ever experienced.